Try to get behind his block.
And I just love the effort by the coverage hitter on this one. Everybody winning their one-on-one battles, converging on the football and getting the kick return to the ground.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath this guy. A tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25. With a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the stakes. It looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Got his hand quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and goals.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Volunteers have this offense rolling. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. They grab the early lead.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish and take care of the football. Make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's up. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all that play. Nemo Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The extra point here would tie the game.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Lewis. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you can tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Dances away. That's it fly. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
And the balls are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Aguilar. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And it's It's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Now rolling to the left. Right on target this time. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys have midfielder. Now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's up. He stops.
What happened? What happened? What happened? What going on? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Yeah, I don't want him there. I want him there. Ricky, where you at? Yeah, instead of you, put you over here. And put hood.
23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually around.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
The Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. They've got enough for the 1st down. They're in the red zone at the 20. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half of the league that are just happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half then. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody gets jacked up.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted.
That's nasty.
And they stop the drive. Bradley on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown ball.
We just went to half. We drilled all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone? Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to turning it on. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that bad.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Sooners will come to the line to convert on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
A volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to the run, it's Bishop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking them.
Got some room to run. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turning it into a playmaker, turning it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the outside. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This area of attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front. The trenches, this running back, and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have him first and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Sends it downfield. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Matthews. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Tennessee, 31, 28.
So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Aguilar. Finds a spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Here comes the heat. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
There it goes. Way to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got a ball. And he's going to run all the way back.
Just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with a big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got it.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. Breaks the tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Good tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the entry.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Brings up 4th down.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 5.
He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense in a split backfield. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Got it in the middle, it's Bishop. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it.
Bro, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's a minute left, Brody. It's a minute left, Brody. That was a sweaty